Pastor Russ here with a spiritual thought for the day. Jesus was a master teacher. In fact, after he would teach, it's recorded that people would often say he teaches with such authority. But Jesus was also a master storyteller. Jesus would often teach in what we refer to as parables. Parables were nothing more than a simple story from everyday life that Jesus would use to bring out or illustrate spiritual truths. Those who heard those parables, some would walk away transformed, others would simply walk away. Jesus told a parable in Luke chapter 12, beginning in verse 16. Let me share it with you. Then Jesus told them this story. The farm of a certain rich man produced a terrific crop. He talked to himself, "What can I do? My barn isn't big enough for this harvest." Then he said, "Here's what I'll do. I'll tear down my barns and I'll build bigger ones. Then I'll gather in all my grain and goods and I'll say to myself, 'Self, you've done well. You've got it made and can now retire. Take it easy and have the time of your life.' Just then, God showed up and said, 'Fool, tonight you die. And your barn full of goods, who gets it?' That's what happens when you fill your barn with self and not with God." Jesus didn't fault the rich man for his plans. In fact, Scripture teaches us we're foolish if we fail to plan financially. But Jesus contrasted his earthly riches with his lack of heavenly riches. Now, let me ask you this question. Will you just simply walk away from this story, this truth today, or will you be transformed by it? In 1 Corinthians 6:7, the Scripture tells us, Paul writing, and he writes these words, "You brought nothing into this world, you're going to take nothing out of it." He's certainly referring to physical things. But here's the question I want to leave you with. What will you find waiting for you in heaven? What treasures will be there waiting for you?